This is the all-new Honda Accord. Here with Thomas and Autogefühl for you. Let's take a deeper look here. Exterior, interior, and we can see the front grille, for once in the new generation, has not become even super much larger, but it is actually very well integrated here in the black styling and has a nice transition then here to the headlamps with a slim daytime running light. So it looks really sleek and sporty in the front. And to me, this car is very important because it is one of the best-selling sedans in the US, for example. Such a high seller worldwide because it offers a lot of space, but it's not as expensive as all of these premium sedans. So for a large sedan, it is a rather affordable vehicle still, and that's why it's sold in such high numbers, together with the Toyota Camry, for example. As for the chassis, it has been stiffened up, so higher body rigidity, and also there has been a suspension rework. The length now at 4 meters 97 or 196 inches. It's about 3 inches longer than the previous generation. You can get 17 or 19-inch wheels. These are the bigger 19-inch wheels here in this dual tone scheme. And once again, here the lower contrast right there, high gloss black. I think it's a very beautiful, elegant look indeed for this full-size sedan. Look at that, how sleek the roofline continues right here. What do you think? Look at that at the rear. I mean, this is just a beautiful, slim and elegant design. Look at the light integration right here, horizontal stress. This is the touring trim level, by the way. And the car is a little bit wider now on this generation. Also, the track is a little bit wider, so for even more stability on the road. Let's get to the interior. First of all, door closing sound. Actually very solid. And also here, the panel gaps and so on look quite nice, although this is a very early production vehicle. And then inside of the doors, soft touch here at the top part, here as well. So nice from the materials being used. The key switch and so on. I mean, not sure if this one will be the final version, but the knobs and so on sometimes look a little bit basic with Honda. But again, it's also not the most expensive vehicle. Steering wheel here in the new generation with the modern design, like that, on also rear controls here, even with clicking sound. The left side of the steering wheel, right side for the cruise control. They have reworked the seats, so new ergonomics. Low trim levels, we get fabric seating. I would recommend to do that, and that you can also keep the price low. Higher trim levels like these have animal skin seating, and sadly no alternative to that yet. So that's where Honda is lagging a little bit behind. If you, for example, also compare what Toyota is offering. It's somewhat like an old school sedan seating position here, and also how the seat feels. So it's really astonishing, like design-wise, and also, how you sit inside the seat, you feel like you would be in a car that is maybe 10, 20 years old. However, when you look to the front, this is very modern indeed. So it kind of lives with this contrast and might also try to, hey, I want to get my existing customers, but give them also a new world experience. This is where this Accord generation is playing with. 1.89 or 6'2", and the headroom that is left is okay. However, this sleek roofline does cost you some headroom. There is a small panoramic roof and a nice manual shade, and I think not everything has to be electrified, so this manual shade is something I can really live with. Interior cockpit overview. It's really cleaned up, very beautiful, high class. It could count as a premium vehicle in this interior, definitely. Also here, this dashboard is very cool, structured element right here for the air vents. Even the air vents have clicking sounds, and that's what we want to have. Manual climate knob, you can blindfoldly control them while driving. They also have nice clicking sound here also for the vent strength. That's simple, straightforward. That has nothing to do with being old school or modern. This is how it's supposed to be in a car that you drive yourself, period. And then here, top of the screen, still a manual volume knob. And base infotainment would actually start with a 7-inch smaller screen. This is the bigger screen then in 12.3 inch. And it looks pretty cool actually, widescreen format. And the special thing here is Google integration. We have Google Maps on the inside here. And it's decently smooth, although it is still, like a prototype vehicle here. Wow, I mean, this is really cool. We are here at the LA Motor Show today. So totally upgraded infotainment system. You see it's also way faster than before. The visualizations have also changed. You have the Google Assistant in here. And of course, also Apple CarPlay and Android Auto is also available. So, wow, way to go, stepping forward. And this is what I mean. It does give you modern technology where you need it, but it still gives you old school controls where you also want to have it. Great combination, awesome. Ignore these error messages here on this static car. Let's focus on the digital instruments. 10-inch, they're always like this and are clear to read and still have this, let's say, analog setup. Yeah, why not? I love the interior and the build quality seems superb. The only thing I don't like with Hondas is this. When the door handles snatch back, it sounds like there's a vacuum on the inside or something. Yeah, I don't know. But I mean, the door closing sound on the rear, that is once again good. So, and then the rear seating area. Let's take a look right here. That looks like acres of space indeed. And cool thing also at the rear inside door, you even got soft touch right here. So once again, as for the interior materials here, this looks really premium. And let's get inside. You also have seat heating here for the rear, by the way, for this version. What? Look at that. I mean, there's like so much space here, so much legroom. And this is the seat as I would be driving with 189 or 6'2". Headroom, yeah, it looks amazing on the outside. So that's the cost of it. However, as a tall adult, it still works and I can put my hand over my head. Shouldn't be like Michael Jordan in height, but everything else below that should actually work. Middle seating does work for shorter trips. It's a little bit stiffer, but it's okay. So it is 5 adult proof indeed. Actually also decent comfort here. This middle part here, very large cup holders. They're not adaptive though. This folds down just like this. And then in the middle part here, middle console, you have 2 USB-C chargers. What about the trunk? 17 cubic feet and the measurements. Look at that. Behind the wheel arches, this is like 140 in meters or 54 inches. That's massive. Just the inside area then is rather at 85 centimeters or 33 inches. And the length here overall at 115 in meters or 45 inches. And when I fold the seats, more than 2 meters or 79 inches, so it's more than this ruler can bear. Just here, like, you know, the build quality here. As for the back part, I'm not sure if it will be changed for final versions, but this is not that good. Yeah, but maybe that's not the most important thing. The most important thing is that enormous length. And engines, either a 1.5 turbo with 190 horsepower, or this one you can see here, a 2-liter hybrid with around 200 horsepower. To me, definitely the favorite thing, the styling on the exterior and the space you have in the interior and the great user interface indeed. You want to compare it to the Toyota Camry, the fierce competitor, or also here on the LA Motor Show, the recent presented Toyota Crown.